the fact that your bra size goes up because of your weight gain, the fact that your libido and sexual life is affected because of your weight gain, the fact that your mobility and you have sore nails at a young age because of your weight gain is something we cannot ignore.
Magnified
family, what it do? Kalibito, also known as Mama Magni. Welcome back, you guys, to another video. Today I am going to be talking about stuff that you guys don't want to talk about, stuff that you guys don't want to admit. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it to the forefront and let's talk about it. I'm literally going to talk about things that come with weight gain that nobody wants to talk about. Let's go there. Let's talk about it. Some of these are personal experiences. Some of these are experiences of people that I'm in a community with on our health journey. So let's get straight into it. Okay, guys, today we're getting straight to the point. Okay, I've made my notes. Let's shoot right into it. Number one, things that come with weight gain that nobody wants to talk about. Number one, your foot stretching or growing a size because of weight gain. I literally could only make an example with pregnancy, because when you are pregnant, your feet are swelling and all the blood is rushing everywhere in your body. You literally go up a size or two. But also weight gain does that for you as well, where now your shoes don't fit because everything is swelling in fat in your body. The other part of the body that I want to talk about is your boobs gaining weight with you. Like literally, I only realized this when I started losing some weight, and the bodily changes made me alert to the fact that, oh my goodness, all this fat that was sitting here, now that some of it is shedding, there are changes in my body that made me realize that all of this was caused by weight gain. Like the state that I was in was cause of weight gain. It wasn't my natural state. And now that some of the weight is shedding off, I am seeing just by the size and how my boobs feel that all of that was fat. My feet, some of my shoes are starting to feel, I won't say smaller, but a little bit more comfortable because some of the weight is being shed off. So that is number one. The second one I want us to talk about is in terms of your self-esteem or confidence. So this one, I don't know if I can say I really experienced it. And I thank God that it takes a lot for my self-esteem or self-confidence to be knocked out the park. I think I just found different ways to show up comfortably in my skin even when I had gained weight. But I would be lying if I said maybe there wasn't a subliminal or subconscious awareness or sensitivity around my self-confidence. But I don't think I ever exuded low self-esteem even in the times that I did gain weight, because I was very much aware of it. And I'm one person, I don't really let outside noise like affect me, you know. But I think this is one of the main ones that came up in our community, the self-esteem and the self-confidence, because you're so conscious of your body and how you look and how you don't feel too well in your body. It actually shows when you are around people or how you show up. But also it ends up showing in how you speak about yourself and how you present yourself, even if you're not aware of it. But it actually really does happen in the fact that because you are low-key processing how you feel about yourself in a different way, you end up subconsciously showing up in a different way, because you're already obviously perceiving yourself in a way that I'm not who I used to be. I'm not quite comfortable in my skin. Whether or not you want to do something about it, that is not the point. But it almost feels like you are this new, different person that you may or may not like, but you're also navigating that subconsciously. So the way you show up in spaces can actually be affected in terms of your self-esteem or your self-confidence. Number three, mobility or the way things used to be. So when I speak mobility, this one is for me. Literally, guys, I ended up having sore knees and a sore back. Like, guys, kinali 16, I'm very young, I'm very fresh, I'm not a magogo. I always joke with my people and I say, yo guys, I'm gonna have a long life gifted to me by God, as that's what He's promised. But I'm not gonna grow old in cocoa. I always even joke and say I'm not gonna menopause. I'm not gonna have hot flashes. Like, that's just the crazy faith me saying I'll always be well in whichever season of my life I'm in. But the season of navigating, being at my heaviest and weight gain and having sore knees and mobility and being able to move around was not as I was able to. That was sobering, because Sana, I'm not old. I'm not a koko who needs a nopkiri, but now every time you stand up, walk, your back is sore, your knees are sore, your this is sore. It's because of all the pressure that your body is experiencing with the weight gain. And so you can't not ignore the fact that it does affect your mobility and how you move around. Playing with my kids, going up a flight of stairs. I mean, today I reflected that I actually went up 2 floors. That's 8 staircases without being breathless, because I'm back to exercising, eating healthier, and I am back to a health plan that is being conscious of what my body needs in terms of losing and shedding the weight. So mobility was a big thing for me. Number 4, with weight gain, you actually grow older in your years. So let's say you are 32 years old, but with gaining weight in terms of your weight, your height, your clinical readings and stuff, that other blue medical aid that we will mention actually has like a calculator. It actually calculates your age in numbers according to your readings and your weight and all of that. And you will get the shock of your life when you put in your readings and you realize this thing is saying you're 42, but una 36. You know, it's like it calculates that age for you according to your readings versus umuntu olingana nawe should be amongst these readings. You know, it's a rude awakening when you realize, no man, my body is aging faster than what I really am because of the condition of my body being in this excess fat state. So definitely growing older in years in your body versus your actual age. Okay, number 5, I've spoken about the mid-region area, or like that, we call it a pooch basically. For a lot of us, we got it during pregnancy and giving birth, where the muscles in your mid-region area obviously have stretched so much, and depending if you didn't get physiotherapy for it or exercise it accordingly, those muscles stay loose for so long that they just become loose and hang. And that's when a lot of us are struggling with this mid-region area where your tummy is just hanging. It's like a whole lot of muscle that's just loose and has nowhere to go basically. And this is a very personal one for me, because that pooch hanging for me has been one of the things every day that reminded me that at some day I'm gonna need to stop living in the delusion that I can't, that I had the pooch hanging reminded me each day that at some day I'm gonna need to have a sober conversation with myself and realize that this weight gain is going to kill me. Literally, this weight gain was killing me slowly, because tell me why I haven't seen my lady bits since many years. Because this pooch is literally just hanging over my lady bits like this. So even when I shave, I have to lift this pooch, or I see my lady bits in the mirror. And this is TMI, okay? If you're at this point and this is TMI, you wanna press escape, I get it. But we're being frank here, okay? And so that is a big change, to not be able to see your precious tag team partner here, especially when it comes to adoring your body. And well, I'm one too. I love taking pictures. I love looking in the mirror. So that is a big thing for me in terms of not being able to literally see my special lady bits just by looking down. Because when I look down like this, literally we've got this pooch hanging there, right? And clinically, even this pooch hanging in there is one of the biggest problems for insulin resistance, because literally in that mid-region area, that's where your insulin sits, and that's what causes weight gain. But also in that midriff area, that's where all your cortisol gets stored, which is the stress hormone that gets released, and cortisol goes against weight gain. So again, it goes back to the stress levels, where we still need to continue to manage our stress levels, because everything comes back to stress. Now you're stressed because you've gained weight, but you're not stressed because you're not even taking action to lose the weight. Now the pooch is just like, nah, I'm here. What you gonna do? You ain't gonna see your lady bits forever. That is not gonna happen, okay? So there's many ways that you can address that, but yes, that is point number 5. Point number 6, your libido is affected, okay? Let's talk about this and be mature about this. Your sexual drive can be affected by gaining weight, purely because of many reasons, whether it's the angle of you not feeling good in your body, but also biologically in terms of your hormonal levels. not being at the right levels, right? And it's similar to pregnancy. Some women have like a super high sexual drive during pregnancy. Some women are at the other end of the spectrum where it's just like, I don't even want to see my husband, he mustn't touch me. Same with the weight gain. For most people with the weight gain, they're not trying to get down and dirty with their husband. It's just like, sir, I don't even like my body right now. Why would you want to touch me? Or I don't want you to touch me because I don't feel good in my body. I don't want you to see me naked because I don't feel good in my body. And let's be honest, even with your husband making you feel the sexiest, if it's not coming from you, Sana, there's always gonna be that little leg, because there's only so much someone else's cheering can do for you. If you're not okay, it's gonna show. So your libido and your sexual life or your sex drive really does get affected by weight gain. And although we don't even want to acknowledge it, these are serious conversations that one would need to have with their spouse and be honest and frank. Because I did the same thing as well. I was very vocal to my husband to say, yo, Sana, now I'm not even feeling at my prettiest with this new body that I literally have to accept each day. And a lot of it, I was blaming myself, obviously. If you didn't watch my previous video around obesity and the myths and the real truths about clinical facts about obesity, check it out, because that's where I speak about the fact that there are also a lot of stigmas and biases around weight gain and obesity. You did it to yourself. We all have those guilt moments where you feel like I did this to myself. So you carry this even into your sex life to say, my goodness, I let this happen to myself. I don't feel good about myself. What are we even doing? I love you, my partner, yes. I love you, my husband. Bona, I wanna hang on chandeliers, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling my body, and one needs to be very careful, especially in a marriage setup, that you communicate such and you find ways around to navigate this, because it can end up giving your husband mixed signals that you're not sexually attracted to him, or that you don't want to have a good sexy time with him. And sex is massive in a marriage. Like, sex is massive in a marriage. And remember, for men, they are wired in that way. Like, sex is big for them. For us women, biologically, clinically, on paper, on textbook, we can actually do without sex. Like, we operate more on emotions and other things outside of sex. So biologically, it actually has been proven that women, we can sort of get by without sex. But when you're in a marriage setup and you need to fend for your partner's needs sexually, this is warranting a discussion with your spouse. So that was number 6. Number 7 is the quality of life. And I think quality of life, I'll actually skip this because that goes into mobility when I spoke about how the things you were able to do, you're not able to do. And then number 8 is fertility. This is a very sensitive one, right? Because we don't want to find ourselves getting to a point where one is trying to conceive and you're sitting across in a doctor's room and you're thinking, your gynae is going to help you. And one of the things that come up will be the fact that being overweight is already going to put you into a high-risk pregnancy, and you may need to lose some weight to ensure that you don't have a high-risk pregnancy. Or for some women who have polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS, one of the things that will need to be done is to lose weight, because the condition PCOS is really one around the fact that your body is working against you to lose weight. That condition, it is a hormonal condition. It is a condition where there's a lot happening in your body in terms of insulin resistance as well, the cortisol that's stuck in your midriff area. No matter what you do, you could literally have been the Olympiad number 1 of losing weight, doing things right by the book, but you just won't be able to lose sufficient weight to get to the point where you are in a healthy state according to your gynae's direction. But the fact that weight gain can affect fertility is a massive thing that we need to discuss, because your body can't be in constant state of excess of fat and you expect it to function normally. It does also affect your hormone levels and everything happening in and around your body. And so being overweight or obese and being pregnant already warrants a big pregnancy risk. And then number 9 is body dysmorphia. Like, this is really massive. And I don't think this is limited to weight gain. I think a lot of women go through it in different phases and seasons of their body, whether it's post-pregnancy, whether it's you have lost too much weight. There's also a lot of women who still want to gain weight, right? They feel underweight and they want to gain weight. And they'll still also have body dysmorphia, where basically it's literally you see your body a certain way, kanti your body is actually this way, How you see your body and how your body actually is not a whole same WhatsApp group, disconnecting. And so I think I also experienced this, where in reality, you know you're gaining weight, but you still just like, no, this is what my body is. And then you know clothes don't lie, right? Your clothes do not lie, guys. And then your clothes will tell you a different thing. Or I remember a time looking in the mirror and I was actually quite shocked. I'm like, yo, my side profile, like, I'm like, who is this girl? I'm very large, like ngimkulu, like massive. My body's looking very massive and it's shocking me, you know. And I think that was the first time I experienced body dysmorphia in this last bout of weight gain last year for 2025, when I was stress eating, because I was at my heaviest. I was 10 kgs heavier than what I was full term with my last born child. Like, when I literally did those calculations, guys, I was just like, something gotta give, Lisiko. You gotta get down to this weight gain, ma'am. We cannot continue like this, okay? So I remember doing the calculations when I did my weigh in February this year when I went to the doctor. I'm like, girl, what are you at 10 kgs heavier than what you weigh at 40 weeks pregnant with a human being inside you? Are you just gonna leave this and act like it's not there? That's when I got a wake up call. So the body dysmorphia becomes very real, because as there's bodily changes, your mind is not registering it, and so your mind is still at a different body shape or body type or body image. And then when you look in the mirror, you're just like, who is this? Or even when it comes to like clothes and shopping, which is number 10, clothes and how they fit goes with body dysmorphia, because there's just certain dresses or certain things that you'll see, you're like, yeah, got this. And then you buy it when it comes to clothes, and then you put it on your body and it's just like, impe. It is literally like, it doesn't fit the same. It doesn't look the same. It doesn't, like, it just loses its niceness because it's on your body. And not that your body made it ugly, it's just that you have a dysmorphia of looking at the thing and thinking it will do jwalo. Kanti wena how it's saying, no, my baby, I also like Coca-Cola body. Maybe or Iron Brew or Orosman, and I hope this is not derogatory, but I'm just making an example in terms of, you see your body as green, kanti it's blue. You see this outfit and you're like, yeah, it don't do sky yellow. Kanti how yapara e purple. And I'm not talking colors. I'm talking literally how it sits on your body, or the length, or the cut, or the, like, it just becomes this nightmare thing that you have to deal with, and then you're just like, this is actually really painful. So I mean, this also goes with taking pictures. In our community of ladies that we are walking this health journey with, there's one lady who said she hates taking pictures since she's gained a whole lot of weight. Like, pictures are just not her thing. And I, on the other hand, have always liked pictures. I'll never not like pictures, no matter what season I am in my life, no matter what season I am with my body, with my emotions. I love pictures, and I think pictures actually is the one thing that still make me feel very good about myself. Pictures are just the one thing that still make me fall in love with myself. Pictures really make me feel good about myself and my body, and just reminding myself I am the girl I think I am. Even at my heaviest, I still love to look at all those pictures. And now that Mutu is on a health plan and a health journey, it's also good to now compare. This same lady that I'm talking about, who used to hate taking pictures, is doing extremely well with her health journey right now. And she's taking a lot of pictures, because one of the ladies encouraged her to say, actually, take pictures. Even when you start being uncomfortable, keep taking pictures. And now she, because of that reminder and that encouragement from the ladies, she now is in the good streak of loving to take pictures, because now she can see her body changing. She can see the weight dropping off. She's starting to fall in love with herself again. And pictures actually help you be reflective, because it is the reality of what and who or what your body is at that point. So y'all don't want to talk about these things. I brought them to the forefront.